to the desk. So, Link, you did really, really great that game, but it was super, super hectic. So I want to take things a little bit slow and talk about that game, because a lot of stuff happened. First of all, we know you as a really, really good Jace player, and we saw Nien play Vlad before in this split. Why did you guys switch those around? Where were you on that one?
So the way the team thinks about our team dynamic is that me and Nien aren't exactly like a top laner and a mid laner. We're just solo laners. Okay. So we kind of pick our heroes depending on what we want to do and what we feel. And at the time, I think Nien is more comfortable on Jace, so over Vlad, and I've also been playing Vlad too. So we kind of just swapped it around, and he played Jace.
So tell me about that sort of team dynamic of we're just the solo laners and we'll go wherever we need to. I've seen a lot of teams actually have that mindset. Do you think that's the way League of Legends is going, is just two solos?
Yes, because there is no more like top lane anymore. It's not it's not a 1v1 at top anymore. It can be a 1v2. It can be like a 2v2 top. Everything can change depending on the game. So the way we refer to ourselves is just solo laners. So
great.
So yesterday I was thinking you guys are taking all these games really long so you can get more practice in the studios with everyone at their new lineups. But Scar tweeted out maybe CLG is getting paid by the hour. Do you have any extra insights from Kelby on recent management changes, or they just happens that way?
No, I can't talk about that. That's too confidential. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, serious question. Doublelift and Chowster are kind of back on their old school characters that they were really known for when they were hyped up in Korea as one of the best bottom lanes maybe in the world. Was that a conscious decision you're going to choose Vayne and Lulu no matter what, or was it a matchup thing?
We decided on we talked about a lot of different things, and we decided that Chaucer's Thresh isn't exactly on par with his other champions. So we're definitely trying to figure out what works best for us. And recently we were all on the Thresh hype train after Mad Life did so well with it and All-Star. So like we don't say we listen to the community, but at the same time we kind of do. We're kind of influenced by like what other teams pick. So Thresh was definitely like a first pick, like first ban sort of priorities, and then to us, and we kind of realized that it really isn't. So we're always learning.
So talking to you about that sort of team learning dynamic, you've got a new roster together, a couple new heads, and you're trying to come up with ideas for team compositions or what's important. What goes into that process, how you decide who you're going to play the next game?
So we pretty much suck. I'm just going to straight up say it right now. Like, we're so inconsistent. Like, our laning phase is pretty poor. Our team fighting is okay. Our game control is pretty okay too. But against a lot of like experienced teams like TSM, we used to get smashed in scrims all the time before this week. So when we're going into these games, we're trying to figure out like we're just like winging it in a sense, and we're watching our replays like and analyzing it as much as possible. Like yesterday, we watched like 4 hours of our own replay, just trying to figure out what we can do better. So.
It seems like you guys are progressing really well so far. You're now up to 2-2. You've gotten a couple of wins in your back now. Are you really learning that much just in the middle of a play week?
Yeah, because LCS games compared to scrims are completely different. They're just on a whole different level. The way people play in LCS is much more safe in a sense. Like a lot of kills don't happen like they do in scrims. Like in scrims, you might just have like a 10-10 game at like 4 minutes or something like that. Something like ridiculous. And like that doesn't happen in LCS. So it's really hard to replicate sometimes what you do in scrims and convert it into LCS games. So these LCS games are much more different.
A lot of people are saying, you guys like to bring in really strong talent and then mold them into what sort of top laner or jungler you want for the team. Is there a specific mold that you're trying to fit Big Fat LP into right now, or are you still figuring that out?
I think Big Fat LP's jungle is actually really, really good. Mm-hmm. He might have a little bit of derps here and there, but like everyone has that. But but for the most part, when I've been playing with him, like his jungle sense is actually really good, and I enjoy it a lot. And just look out for him. He's a really good jungler.
Well, that's great to hear. So I've got one last question for you before you send you on your way. You've got another match here today against Vulcan. I want to hear your thoughts on how that match is going to go.
It's going to be an interesting game. Like, it can be a game like yesterday's or even today's, and it can just be a throw fest. It can be a complete stomp from them. It can be a complete stomp from us. It can go either ways. And honestly, I'm not expecting us to win, but like maybe we can win. But going in with that sort of mentality.
All right, Link, thank you very much. And at least for our sake, I don't want to give you a heart attack, but I'm kind of hoping for some more of those 70-minute games. They're really fun to cast. So if you have a say in the matter, give me one of those hour-long ones. They're a lot of fun. Anyway, again, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck today. Best of luck in the rest of the split. And we'll see you kick some ass later on in the day. But it's time for our 5th match of the day. Team Dignitas versus Team Coast. Now, Dig fought their way back